Hey guys, it's Ramparts Run, and today we're gonna be doing ramps, and short for Ramparts. It's in Hellfire Citadel, which is in the middle of Hellfire Peninsula, and I think you'll really enjoy this. It's a little bit higher up than what I've been doing. I actually have a full group with me. I'm kind of I'd say I'm running them through, but I'm really not because they do help. I don't know if I could solo it. I probably could now. As of right now, I'm level 75. In this video, I was level 72. Um, but yeah, I really had a good time here. I got kind of frustrated with them at one point. We're not all perfect. Because they were messing up a lot of the pulls, and a mistake on my part to do that. But like I said, we're not all perfect. And but it really was a lot of fun, and the loot was really good. We got a couple of people who got better gear, which is great because they're better. These weren't guildies. These were actually just people, a pug group, I guess you could say. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think you guys will really like this. And I pretty much was just helping with the DPS. I wasn't tanking or I wasn't anything. I'm a hunter, so naturally I wouldn't tank, but I mean, I guess for a lower end instance I could tank. Um, but we were pretty much soloing these. I pretty much put Hunter's Mark on whatever I wanted. It was kind of annoying though because we did have another hunter. But mainly we just kind of targeted one at a time. Our AOE, we did cast AOE at some point, but we discovered that it really took too much aggro. So we actually have all Death Knights and a hunter and me. So 2 hunters and 3 Death Knights. It's funny though, these guys weren't 80s who had Death Knights. These were actually just people who hit 55 and wanted to change class. So my DPS wasn't too good in this video. I hadn't visited the trainer since 70, so I didn't have all my new spells, and I was spec BM. Sometimes when I do instances like this, I'll spec marksmanship. I don't know. The DPS in marks is so much higher, but for leveling, it's terrible in my opinion, because you pull too much aggro against your pet, and your pet has less health. You have less health, and your crits don't, they're it's kind of annoying, but so here's the first boss you encounter. He actually just kind of paths around in the entry hallway. He's called Watchkeeper Golgamar, Garglemar, sorry, and he's pretty difficult, I guess, for the level. I mean, I could solo him, but for the level, I can really imagine these guys having trouble, especially with the ads who heal him, and as you can see, they were smart enough to kill those. This was only actually my second time running Ramparts, and I didn't really know what I was doing the first time, and I didn't really learn a whole lot. I learned much more this time. So, always a pro. So he's down. He dropped a chest piece, if I remember. Yep, the light-touched breastplate. Very good for plate, and considering we did have Death Knights, and there's actually, a couple people actually did ding during this, but yeah, that chest plate is very good for Death Knights because it is plate, so it is their best class, armor class, and some great stats as well. And by the way, I'm sorry this video is kind of late. There hasn't been a video for 2.5 weeks now, and it's kind of not so great to fall behind like that, but I'm releasing this, so I hope you guys do enjoy this. It was kind of a higher end thing. I mean, I did post the Onyxia raid, but that's not really an instance as much as a raid. There isn't really anything before Onyxia. With this, it's a couple bosses, a lot of ads that did give us trouble here, actually. At this point, we did wipe once. As you can see, the kind of clips there, that was after the wipe. As you can see, I had to res my pet, and like I said, I wasn't doing the best here. I wasn't in the proper spec for this either, so... But like I said, I did have a lot of fun, and I do thank the people who ran this with me. And it actually didn't take that long. Ramps is pretty quick. I mean, most of the Hellfire Citadels instances are pretty quick. But this was, I think this might be the shortest. Yeah, because Blood Furnace is kind of longer. Not too much, but it is longer. So it's funny, we didn't take a left here, we actually took a right and went on to the second boss, or sorry, the boss that gives you the achievement, technically the last boss. But yeah, here he is. There's me showing off. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, I did meet one of my viewers. His name is Boondog. I do thank you for pisting me, and you know, pisting is please send tell it whatever. It's yeah, I do thank him for talking to me. It definitely did reassure me that people are watching, and I do thank you all for that. And I actually have a video I'm making where I ran him through SFK. So I know it's going to be my third SFK clip, but you know, it's one of my favorite instances. So there you go. Got the achievement. Dropped a belt. A waist, I guess you could say. Yeah, and I had Master Looter enabled because these people actually did need the loot. I didn't want everybody rolling need, and then someone who didn't need it get it. So here's the second to last boss, I guess you'd say. People say this is the hardest boss. I think it's more of just that you're probably gonna run out of mana or whatever before you, because it's 2 consecutive bosses. But I mean, I was there, so it wasn't really a problem. But and I also guess you could say my pet was tanking. I'm not sure if it was really the greatest idea because the Death Knights did have more stam, and they were probably better for tanking. We actually did have a Frost Death Knight, which is the tanking class. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Like I said, I really enjoyed making it. I really love that you guys watch my videos. And I guess I'll see you guys later. I have another video coming soon, so it's not going to be 2 weeks, I hope. But, yeah. So, see you later.